All right, so it says use the triangles ABC and A prime, B prime, C prime for this activity. And let me zoom out a little bit. It says for each pair of corresponding vertices, find the ratio of the x coordinates and the ratio of the y coordinates. So what they mean by that is, let's figure out what this is. So A is, if I do the math, it's -2, +2, right? And then if I graph this point, I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's -4, 4 units in the negative direction on the x-axis, and then I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, which is +4. So what's the ratio for that? In other words, what am I doing to these numbers to get these numbers? I'm doubling them. So for x, I'm multiplying by a factor of 2, and for y, I'm multiplying by a factor of 2. So the first clue is, for your dilations, if you get two different numbers for the x and the y, there's something goofy. So just double check stuff. So, and you could verify that by doing it with this one. So C is -1, -2, or I'm sorry, and then C prime is -2, -4. Am I multiplying those by 2? Yeah. So then what does that tell us? Well, I know that the triangle A prime, B prime, C prime is a dilation of ABC because the ratios of the corresponding x angles are equal. In other words, if I do that with all of the coordinates, they're all going to have equal ratios. Also, the same thing for the y coordinates. Now, the only one I have left to do is B, but I'm not even going to do it because I know it'll be equal. So the ratio of the lengths to the corresponding sides of A prime, B prime, C prime, and the triangle ABC equals, take a guess, 2. It would be double, right? And the corresponding angles of ABC are congruent. The angles do not change. Now, some of you will be tempted to say 2 don't. The scale factor is 2. So it says, how can you find the scale factor of the dilation? So there's a couple ways you could do that. You could do it like this. You could say A prime over A should be equal to B prime over B should be equal to C prime well, I'm thinking about what I'm writing. Technically, I'm not writing it right. So let's write it. Don't panic. We got it. Just relax. So the side length. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, Mr. Adams. The side length from A prime to B prime should be proportional over, A prime, B prime over A, B. That should equal B prime over C prime over BC. And then lastly, A prime, C prime over AC. Now, what we're talking about is the side lengths AC pre-image side length over the image side length. And so this will equal the scale factor. Okay? In other words, if I, and let me zoom out, and if I measured the side length, like if I took a ruler and I measured this side length, and then I measured this side length, it would be 2 to 1. If I measured B to C, and then I measured B prime to C prime, B prime to C prime would be twice as long as BC. The distance from A to C, if I measured that with a ruler, the distance from A prime to C prime will be double whatever that number is. Does that make sense? Thumbs up, thumbs down if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, good. All right, give me a second. I'm going to post your guys' homework. Yay!